Welcome, my brother and sister. Hear a word from the bishop as on Tuesday, a prophetic word that I always give to you today. If you notice that I'm not giving from the desk from my office, but I'm downtown Greenville in another beautiful location by the waterfall here that near the tech center, right in town. Pastor us there will color my film found this place for me. So therefore, I thought I'd stand and give you a word of encouragement with a prophetic word from the Lord. For I want to say to you today that this is the day that the Lord has made, and we ought to rejoice and be glad in it. David have a word here today, and so happens that he talks about the water covering me. And if you notice behind me, there is a water falling, and it would give a total example of what David is saying today that I'm trying to reach your hearing today. Notice that in Psalm 69, you'll find, my brother and sister, David says, "Save me, O God, for the water are come in unto my soul." He talks about the water that is dashing up against his soul, being drowned out with worldly troubles and trials and tribulation. He used the terminology of water, but he really talks about troubles and enemies and things like that that rise up, that flooded out his soul. And David's turned around and said, "I sink in the deep where there is no standing. I am come into a deep water where the flood overflowed me." David said, "I'm standing where there is not even a place to stand because the water overflowed me." Let me share with you. There are times in our lives that we can be overtaken with a lots of problems. We can be overtaken with a flood of trouble. David said it overflowed me. Reason why I know he talked about enemy, because listen what he said. "I am weary of my crying. My throat is dry. My eyes fail while I wait for my God. They that hate me," he said, "without a cause, are more than the hair of my head. They that would destroy me, being my enemy, wrongfully are mighty than I restored that which I took not away." That is serious, that people will hate you. David said, "They hate me without a cause." Ain't it strange that people can just hate you for no reason? Anybody out there ever been there where you just been hated for no reason? You done nothing. You try to love, you try to do good, you try to get along, you try to be faithful, you try to be helpful to everybody, but look like folks would just hate you, as David said, without a cause. Well, I call it, I got a niece that always use the word hater. And people do hate you for no reason. People hate you because they image you. People hate you because they are jealous of you. And people hate you because the way you are blessed sometimes in life. So David said they hate me without cause. But he turned around and said, "But me being my enemy wrongfully, mighty than I restored that which I took not away. Oh God," he said, "thou knowest my foolishness, and my sin are not hid from thee." No, David acknowledged that God knows him and knows the past of his sin, but my sin, David said, is not hid from thee. You can't hide from God. God sees, knows everything of your life and everything that you seem to do at times. God knows when you are wrong. God knows when you are right. God knows when you're doing good, and God knows when you're doing wrong. David said, "My sin will not be hid from thee. Let not thine that wait on thee, O Lord, God of hosts, be ashamed for my sake. Let not those that seek thee become confounded for my sake, O God of Israel. Because for thy sake I have borne reproach, shame has covered my face, I am become a stranger unto my brethren, and an alien unto my mother's children. Now that's serious. A stranger unto my brethren, and an alien unto my mother's children. Well, I can understand David said that when my mother and my father forsaken me, then the Lord will take thee up. Now, I want to share with you, you can be a stranger in your own home. You can be a stranger amongst your own family. That may sound funny, but it's true. He said, I was a stranger to my brethren, and I was an alien unto my mother's children. That makes a lot of sense because sometimes it can get to that point of life. For the zeal of thine house, and I'm closing with this, has eaten me up, and the reproach of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me. That's not anything that I've done. Because of their wrongdoing, they are fastening it all upon me. You ever been where people will have problems and they accuse you for their problems? You ever been where you done nothing and people going through something but they accuse you of being in the state they are in? Take this today, a pathetic word from the bishop right here downtown Greenville. Hope that you enjoyed. See you then. Hold on and hold out.